Hello and welcome. So I've decided to go into a different direction for upcoming videos. I'm going to start reading off SCPs in order from 2 going upward for the foreseeable future. This is because I was looking for basically something that I could do in nauseam without having to worry about what topic it is. Now I'm not going to read these ahead of time so that you get the honest reaction of what I see. So I'm going to be starting with SCP-002 because SCP-001 I'll have to save for a special occasion because there's a lot of stuff to go with that one. If you don't know what an SCP is, or if you want to follow along, I'll put a link in the description if I can figure out how to do that. No further ado, here comes SCP-002. Item number SCP-002. Object class Euclid. Special containment processes. SCP-002 is to remain connected to a suitable power supply at all times to keep it in what appears to be a recharging mode. In case of electrical outage, the emergency barrier between the object and the facility is to be closed and the immediate area evacuated. Once facility power is re-established, alternating bursts of X-ray and ultraviolet light must strobe the area until SCP-002 is re-afflicted to the power supply and returned to recharging mode. Containment area is to be kept at negative air pressure at all times. Teams including a minimum of 2 members are required within 20 meters of SCP-002 or its containment area. Personnel should maintain physical contact with one another at all times to confirm there is another person present, as perception may be dulled, skewed, or influenced by proximity to the object. No personnel below level 3 are permitted within SCP-002. This requirement may be waived via written authorization from 2 off-site level 4 administrators. Command staff issue such a waiver must be escorted by at least 5 level 3 security personnel for the duration of their contact and must temporarily surrender to their rank and security clearance. Following contact, command staff will be escorted at least 5 kilometers from SCP-002 to undergo a 72-hour quarantine and psychological evaluation. If deemed fit to return to duty by psych staff, rank and security clearance may be restored when quarantine expires. Description: SCP-002 resembles a tumorous fleshy growth with a volume of roughly 60 cubic meters or 2,000 cubic feet. An iron valve hatch on one side leads to the interior, which appears to be a standard low-rent apartment of modest size. One wall of the room possesses a single window, through no such opening is visible from the exterior. The room contains furniture which, upon close examination, appears to be sculpted bone, woven hair, and various other biological substances produced by the human body. All matter tested thus far shows independent or fragmented DNA sequences for each object in the room. Refer to Mulhausen's report for details related to the object's discovery. Reference: to date, subject has been responsible for the disappearance of 7 personnel. It has also, in this time at the facility, further furnished itself with 2 lamps, a throw rug, a television, a radio, a beanbag chair, 3 books in an unknown language, 4 children's toys, and a small potted plant. Tests with a variety of lab animals, including higher primates, have failed to provoke a response in SCP-002. Cadavers as well fail to produce any effect. Whatever process the subject uses to convert organic matter into furnishings is apparently only facilitated by the introduction of living humans. And now we go on to Mulhausen's report. Mulhausen Report 00.023.603. The following is a brief report detailing the discovery of SCP-002. Subject was discovered in a small crater in the North Portugal, where it struck the earth from over it. Encased in a shell of thick rock, the fleshy exterior of the object was exposed by the impact. A native farmer happened upon the site and reported his findings to the village elder. Subject gained SCP attention when a level 4 agent post in the air detected a small radioactive anomaly generated by the object. A collection squad of SCP security personnel led by General Mahausen was immediately dispatched to the area, where they quickly secured the object in a large container and performed initial testing with subject recruited from the nearby village. 3 men individually sent into the structure subsequently disappeared. Upon discovering the deadly properties of the subject, General Mahausen issued a level 4A termination order of any witnesses, roughly a third of the village, to ensure no outside knowledge of the object and initiate its transport to SCP's facility data expunge. During preparation for the transportation, 4 SCP security personnel were inexplicably drawn inside the object, where they too immediately disappeared. Following inspection, it appeared as if the objects had grown several new furnishings and was beginning to look like the interior of an apartment room. General Mahausen immediately ordered the requisition of several Class 3 hazmat suits for the remaining security team members, who proceeded to lift the container onto a waiting freight ship for transport to SCP containment facilities. Data expunge, data expunge. Following the termination of General Mahausen, SCP-002 was resecured by SCP staff and brought into a special containment in Classified, where it currently resides. Staff with clearance below Level 3 have been denied access to SCP-002 container without prior approval of at least 2 Level 4 staff members after Mahausen's incident. So what's interesting about this, besides the fact that it's SCP and almost everything they do about it is interesting, is how it doesn't really say how long or like any dates. Most of those get expunged normally, but normally they give you like a rough century of what's going on. And that it's just growing. It's almost like a human Venus flytrap, where it's trying to just lure in more people, and whatever it lures in, it makes it so it's more appealing to lure more people in. But, you know, if I saw a lamp made out of human skin, I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be alluring, more as caused me to run the opposite direction. Well, I just hope that all of these are just as interesting, and that I may have introduced you to something new and interesting that you can also fall into and get lost. With that being said, I guess y'all can have just a good day. Bye.